Hey, music educator. So one of the things that I'm working on in this writing process is moving parts of the writing around in ways that make sense. And because I've been working on this now for a while, and over time, parts of my writing that I think should have occurred in one part of the writing project, I'm now realizing maybe they should occur in another part of the writing project, or maybe they should be combined. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. So you can see here, this is sort of like, I wouldn't call it a table of contents. It's sort of like the organization of the book. Again, I'm using Obsidian. This is the long form plugin. You could see that right now there's a beginning part of the book with sort of setting the stage, and then I was going to outline the conceptual framework for the book and then move into an overarching approach to curriculum development process. You can see here at what's currently 3.6, developing a curricular vision and conceptual framework. There I'm talking about how you as music educators can develop a curricular vision and conceptual framework to inform your own curriculum development and design and the curriculum. And then I sort of go into aspects of the conceptual framework that I'm applying for this text, which is up in here in chapter 2. So as I was getting into some of these aspects that are more specific to what I'm calling these dispositions, futures thinking, inquiry, imagining possibilities, visionary pragmatism, I'm realizing, you know what, they don't really make so much sense here in this part where I'm encouraging people to develop their own curricular vision and conceptual framework. So I was figuring, I'm going to drag these up so now they become part of this part of the writing project, of the text. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, I already have a whole bunch of content here. You know, there's a lot there already. Is this really needed? Is it offering anything new? I need to figure that out. I basically need to merge those files. But then as I was doing that, I'm just trying to think through, should I put the conceptual framework here before I go into the overarching approach to curriculum development? Or should I, give the openings, sort of setting the stage of the text, and then go right into the overarching approach, which is sort of like, it takes everyone through, like, here's all the various aspects of curriculum development that you can engage with that I'm then going to discuss in much more detail throughout the text. Should that come before the conceptual framework? I think it makes sense to have the conceptual framework first, which is how it's set up now. But now that I'm thinking about it, people might want the sort of overview of, like, here's all the stuff that you should be able to do, and I'm going to help you do it in this book. And then here's a conceptual framework that explains why I'm approaching it the way I'm approaching it throughout the book. I don't know. I keep moving these back and forth. And so that's where I'm at right now, is sort of like not really developing new content today or yesterday, but sort of moving things around, merging things, and having wonderments over where do things belong. So that's a little bit of where I'm at right now, and I'm curious if you have a perspective. Should I have a conceptual framework first that sort of explains, here's how I'm approaching all of these ideas about curriculum design and development? Or before that, should I just have, like, here's the overview of all the different aspects of curriculum design and development that I'm going to discuss in greater detail throughout the text? I'm curious which you think makes more sense. All right, have a good one. Bye.